Hey, let me just give this a few seconds, make sure everything's loaded in all sites, and we will be good to go for our stream today. Okay, if you're in the chat and you can see me, just let me know so I know that I'm actually live, that Restream's doing its job. Anyways. Hey Tommy, welcome to the site. Welcome to the stream. So today I am doing the first in a series of Halloween appropriate riffs. I'm gonna pick some shorts. I'm gonna try to find a good movie, maybe what was it? Something about Frankenstein's wife or mother or sister or something. I don't know. I'll find it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a western with Frankenstein and everything. And yes, I am the ghostly Scott tonight. Woo! Because it's Halloween. I was going to be the bodiless Scott, but the chroma key was being too finicky. I couldn't decide whether. Oh, now it's chroma key in the green shirt. 5 seconds ago it wasn't, but no, it was a. I've heard of Bride of Frankenstein. This was one that it's like Old West thing. Oh, Conga Line Monkey showed it to me, and I've seen it before. Billy the Kid meets Frankenstein's wife or something like that. It's absolutely absurd. It's ridiculous. But I got to give it a watch first. There's a lot of public domain movies out there I could do. Some of them maybe not appropriate for a family-friendly stream, as good as they'd be to Riff. I'm thinking of like I'm blanking. But there's some old Italian horror movies out there. Might be worse than some MST3K's fodder. They found some pretty bad stuff. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. This one. There's another one. Yeah, it's some Italian horror flick. It's not really that scary, but yeah, there's a lot of good Italian B movies out there that have been dubbed in English that are in the public domain. Batman is great so far. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the riff. Yes, if you don't know, Tommy is watching one of my artisanal scripted riffs of Batman, the Tim Burton one. And if you'd like to see that, you can check it out on my website. You can purchase it. It's actually, the website will redirect you to Riff Tracks because it's a lot easier to just let them host the file than try to deal with credit cards and payment and all that hullabaloo. Anyways, we have a strip to rip. We have a short to rip. It is called, if you have been paying attention to the title card, is Danger Zones. No, Death Zones. Wow, I don't know the title of my own short that I'm riffing. Yeah, Death Zones. And I'm afraid there's no Christopher Walken or Anthony Michael Hall to be found, but we can certainly insert him into the movie if we want. You know, that would be kind of great. Okay, so, hopefully this stupid program hasn't started the short on me already. Highway to the Danger Zone, yes. Then we need Tom Cruise. We gotta get Tom Cruise for that. Okay, oh, and Tommy, you saw The Flash. Did you watch Flash from last night, right? Because there's a part in there I thought you'd particularly like in last night's episode. That was right near the end when he, well, I don't want to give anything away in case you haven't finished it yet. But it's a musical thing that I thought you'd appreciate. Anyways, let's get on to our short. It's not that long. It's about 20 minutes. It's from the 1970s. Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Oh, good. I didn't give anything else away. Yeah, there's a bit in there that you're really going to like near the end. And like I said, I won't give away what it is. I will avoid spoilers. After Batman. Excellent. Okay, let's get on to our riff, and I hope there's some other people that are showing up. I posted on my website, I posted on my Facebook page, I posted on my personal Facebook page. I didn't post in the Irish forum, but I think that page is kind of dead anyway. So, anyways, excuse me. On to the short, shall we? Let's shall. And yes, it started it for me. Even though I had a pause.
The film you are about to see is about school bus safety. If it saves just one life, It will have been worth the time the students...
Well, as you can see, it's
Can you
too late for me.
remember
The
first
time the
you
students
drew a picture for
died,
special?
apparently.
Remember the way you felt? The joy, the pride.
I never felt
The
any
feeling
pride
of
in anything I
accomplishment.
drew. I was not
Can
a
you
good
remember
artist.
how eager you were to get home and show your masterpiece to an older member of your family?
Mommy, look at my hideous macaroni art.
Well, that's the way Mihi Kwan felt. She just couldn't wait.
But she
for
won't
school
be
to
feeling
end.
for much longer, if you know what I
Mihi Kwan
mean.
was bursting and show her mother the valentine she made for her.
1970s school.
Like
See, not
thousands
an
of other
iPad
children
in
the
sight, not a
county,
smartphone, nothing.
Mihi Kwan and her sister
simpler
give very
time.
little thought to the ride to and from school. After all, that's Frank Green's job.
Watch your step, children.
Until the end of
Green's
this
been driving the
video.
school bus safely for more than 15 years. And it'll be the same today. Until one
Yeah,
of
I
these
know,
students
right?
forgets to be cautious.
They didn't know when I was
and
going to
enters
use
one of
this.
the danger areas around the bus where drivers have difficulty seeing students.
Be careful. Now, watch your step.
But even though Frank Green
Yeah,
has
don't step on the roaches in the bus.
and regularly
that's
attends
bad.
all driver training workshops,
Chat
the
riff.
ride home today will not be a safe one for at least one of the riders on this bus.
Because Mr. Green
See,
is about to go
Before
postal.
this ride is
He's
over,
had it with these kids.
one of the students on this bus will be killed in one of the death zones.
We are entering the dead zone. And if you haven't seen the dead zone, that joke fell on flat ears. Oh man, this is like Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. We're gonna have these kids doing their terrible singing. Oh. Ooh, you like my hexagonal glasses? Oh, octagonal glasses. See, I don't know my shapes. It's so 70s. I love it. Yes, dead children are just great for summer. They're great for Halloween. It's a very, very country feel to this riff. So Country Bear Jamboree guested for the music in this. Man, I hope it never stops being the 70s. We'd like to thank children who were willing to die for this. We wanted to go for that realistic look in this short. Thank you, children, for sacrificing yourselves for safety.
Yes, Frank Green considered a careful driver, with a safety record second to none in his county.
In his county, but in the country, oh man, he's way behind.
And snuff out the life of one of the children on this bus.
Oh, my finger was delicious.
And it will happen even though Frank Green's bus
Cards,
has
the game,
latest
cards.
safety devices. Wide-angle side mirrors. And seat belts for the driver. And it will happen
And anti-gremlin
not while
protection.
the bus is traveling, but when the bus is stopped and one of the children enters one of the death zones.
The Death Zones.
What
Copyright
are the death
1974.
This box around the bus, when it stops to load and unload passengers, shows you where the death zones are located.
The Death Zone is
The
also
death
the
zones
name
are
of
areas
any
around the
permit of any
outside
Arby's.
the bus in which drivers have difficulty seeing students. If you find you must cross in front of the bus, wait for the driver to tell you to go across,
Well, that's
unless
no fun.
otherwise instructed in your school district. Make sure you cross outside this area, about 10 giant steps.
We'll have it painted around every school
Make
bus
sure
so you know where it
can see
is.
the driver's face before you cross. Always check for traffic, especially any blocked by the bus.
Remember, the stop sign means nothing.
Never cross behind the bus.
Saying I
the
should
way
not.
this fellow's doing.
Well, you know, I mean, I know the
driver
bus is
approaching
cuddly,
traffic
but it's probably a
cannot
bad
see you
idea
when
to
you are
hug it.
hidden by the bus. And if you must walk close to the sides of the bus, stay far enough away so you won't slip under the wheels if you fall.
And
you
don't
can
put a
touch
slip
the
and
sides
slide
of the
by the
bus,
bus. We learned the hard
you're
way
too
that that's a
close.
bad idea. All right,
You've been
kids, who
trained
wants to
be aware
die?
of what can happen
Off to
in
the death zone.
Not only at a bus stop, but at school or any area students get on or off the bus. The students know too, having been taught about the dangers that can occur in the death zones. Yet even though they may
A young
be
Clark
aware of
Kent
what
rides
has
home from school.
they sometimes forget or get careless when they have something else on their minds. And that is what will happen, even though Frank uses the 8-light system, with flashing yellow lights warning traffic he is about to stop.
And Frank will not be able to live with himself. Well, gee, I wonder what kid's gonna get it. I
Even
can't
though he uses
imagine.
his stop arm and has a member of the
1970s
school
suburban
patrol
community,
helping little children
1970s
off the
PSA.
bus.
Gee, I
Those
can't
crossing
imagine
in
he's
front
gonna
of the
get it.
bus look to Frank for assistance as they take their proper position, 10 or more steps in front. They know if they can see his face, Frank can see them.
You
Checking
can see my
traffic,
fishing
he
hat.
lets them
You can
cross.
see. I can see
And
you.
if they drop something, they've been trained not to pick it up. Continuing
Aunt
across,
Jemima
they
there,
wait for
only,
the
you know,
patrol to get it.
young.
Or if there is no patrol, they have
Aunt
been
Jemima
taught to wait until the
thing
bus
on her head.
passes and have someone older
Fancy.
pick it up for them. Before driving away, Frank makes sure that the girl walking down the side of the bus
Yeah, I mean,
is
that's a
far
bad
enough away
measurement.
from the
Giant
wheel.
steps. I mean, what if the kid's like really short and giant steps are like baby steps? That's a terrible measurement system, man. Man, I'm having trouble. This was easier to riff on the first watching when I was going through it.
And so it
No
goes,
pressure, you know?
stop after stop for most of the trip.
Stop after boring
Until
stop. Man, I could
Mimi
really use some
Kwan,
excitement.
anxious to show her Valentine to her mother, forgets to be cautious.
Oh, of course. The minority gets it
A
first.
poking fun
Yep,
triggers
thanks,
a fight.
70s. Thanks. Bus full of white kids and the minority child gets it.
The safety patrol, as usual, takes her place.
Oh, don't worry. There's dead kids.
Frank checks the traffic.
You just wait.
Looks in the mirror, and keeps track of each of the children as they go across.
Sad day in riffing when we're looking forward to dead children.
Here, I said stop it.
Trying
You
to
dumb
stop
kids!
them,
Don't make me stick you in the death
Frank
zone, you
may
little
well
brat!
notice that the Valentine has fallen on the ground. He turns only to see the mother greet the girls, and signals the safety patrol to return to the bus. Finding the Valentine missing, Mihi runs
Oh, see,
back.
it's really the kids in the back of the bus distracting them. It's their fault. They should live with the guilt and oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You're gonna show this? Wow. I mean, she's in remarkably good shape for a kid who just got hit by a bus. Oh, except for the blood coming out of her mouth.
A great adventure.
Shouldn't have been eating those starbursts.
Who are alive. Never do what Mihi Kwan did. If you drop something
Never be
in
a
front of
stupid
school bus,
child like Miki
never
Kwan.
run back to pick it up.
Yes.
Be cautious.
Yep, that's
If
why I
you
picked this
must
for
enter
Halloween.
one of the
It's
death
horrifying.
Although an investigation will determine the factors which caused this accident, the findings will mean little to this
Oh,
girl.
come on! Get out of the way! I've never seen a dead body
Never
before.
be able to make another Valentine.
I want to see!
Be careful.
Kids are really cold.
Doubly careful. Getting on or off the bus.
Yes, please, kids, don't
Stay
hug buses.
away from the death zone.
Man, that cop was there fast. It's almost like he was expecting a minority child to get hit by a bus.
If you think our story is over, you're mistaken.
Oh
Because now
no,
we'd like
there's
you to
far
follow
more
us.
child carnage to
A
come.
bus that's also doomed for disaster. A bus filled
You know,
with
when you put a
students
bus in a
bigger
film
than
called
the
Death
children you saw on
Zones,
the
you're
first
kind of asking for trouble.
bus.
Okay, what
Older,
minority
wiser
student
in many ways.
gets killed this
But
time?
before their ride is over,
Will it be her?
tragedy will occur. Because
Will it be the
someone
kid
didn't
with the
think
crappy teenage
and
mustache?
forgot about the death zones.
Oh, the kid
driver,
wearing the
Eleanor
sunglasses, like Christopher
mother of
Walken
two junior
in
high
Dead
school
Zone.
grade students
The
herself,
Dead Zone.
knows that junior high school students are
Yes,
not
this time the bus is
always
being
predictable.
driven by a minority. I'm interested to see how she managed to get killed by her own bus.
And pupil transportation directors
I'm talking
confirm
too
her
loudly.
views and reveal that of all the groups riding school buses, junior high school students give them the most trouble and are responsible
And somehow
for
end
more
up in the
problems on
death
school
zones
buses
more
than
often.
any other group.
Nobody knows how.
Riding this age group for over 12 years.
Speaking
Eleanor
of
Wood
bus
knows they
safety,
have to have a little fun
that does not look safe at all.
and overlooks a
Dang
lot
it.
that goes on that's
I was
fine.
hoping to lose an eye, not smear my mascara.
Also can anticipate potential trouble.
Some of those kids look like they've been in junior high an awfully long time.
Case in point, these two boys.
This is
on
not a
the
bicycle safety video either, so
Sensing
don't
trouble,
worry about that.
Eleanor tells the girls wanting to cross in front of the bus to wait. In her mirror, she watches to see what the boys on the bike are going to do. When they don't leave the death zone, Eleanor takes action.
Hey, get out of the death zones! Winder. In the winder. See, get in the winder.
The rear wheels are no place for games. Once they
Oh, I
clear
think
the
they're great
danger
places
zone,
for
they move
games.
on. She returns to her seat, checks traffic, and instructs the girls waiting in front to cross. They should have gone straight across the street instead of diagonally. She checks traffic.
But they stayed out of the death
and
zone,
waits
so who
until
cares?
She's certain that they are safely across.
Some of these kids are in their 8th year of junior high.
The boy in the back is Chris Thompson, the class clown. Got a mean bone in his body.
Except for when he's making fun of the other students to get laughs. Then he's really mean.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. She did it. She did it.
Yep, not a mean bone in his body. Blames the girl next to him.
What do you call that?
Cross in front of the bus, but cross correctly or the drive the lane.
What's he doing around all of them? I don't know. I guess the fog rolled down the aisle. You know, we hit a bump and it flew all over the place. I remember your
Yet somewhere down the road, his actions will contribute to an accident that will.
Well, I guess his parents will save money on
for the rest of
orthodontics.
his days,
Orthodontists.
and shake the driver's
You know.
confidence for the rest of hers.
I thought I knew all about death zones, but I was wrong. I was wrong. I was
Even though most of the
wrong.
students get off carefully and stay outside the death zones when they walk down the side, or wait for
But
Eleanor.
I can't
to
see the
tell them
death
to
zone
go across
lines.
the
Can
street.
someone help me? Well, he's white. He's safe.
And it will happen at the next stop.
Gee, I wonder who's going to get it this time. Yeah, she won't be scarred, just a little shook up. It's fine. Yep, it is.
Eleanor keeps her eyes on them as they walk past the side of the bus. She sees that they've gone around the back. She checks the girl crossing
Don't
in
back
front.
up the bus now.
Watches the boys as they come around the other side. This is something they've never done before.
They've never walked
Eleanor
around the
worked
bus
the elevator.
before. It's strange, unusual behavior. Jump in front of the tires. We should probably say something about the middle school students smoking, but
Chris
yeah, we'll let it go
accidentally
this
knocked Tony
time.
Wheeler's books to the ground.
Not like they're smoking pot or anything, right? Just cigarettes. Those are harmless.
In his haste to get away from the bus, Tony grabs all of the books but one.
Oh, that's not a bad idea at
Eleanor
all.
checks her mirrors. The traffic. For an instant, she's distracted by somebody else in the bus. Missing his book,
Chris
Tony
has
runs
distracted
back.
her.
Another distraction inside. She starts out,
And there we go.
Oh my God.
and Tony becomes another victim in the death zones. Gravely injured for the rest of his life. Avoid playing or walking.
The bus
too
ran
close
over his
to the
head,
bus.
but he's only
Stay
gravely
away from
injured.
the rear wheels. Tony Wheeler didn't. Learn from his mistake.
But if you let the book get run over, then the school district would have charged him for the book. His family can't afford that, so you know.
Can you say? Tragic? But this couldn't happen to anyone in senior high school? If so, how come a safety report reveals that in one typical year, 1973, out of the 73 students that were killed in the loading and unloading area once they got off the bus, 18 students were junior high school age or older.
18. Holy crap.
Impossible. to
Holy
believe.
immaturity, Batman.
Tell that to Mary Malone here. She
Now, I know Mary Malone's white, but she is a ginger, and gingers are statistically rare, so again, another kind of minority is going to get it.
Well, who are you going with? Mike. What are you going with Mike for?
Mike, that's specific. There aren't many Mikes.
She, like
There's only one
most
Mike
young
in their
girls,
schools.
her high school seniors.
Sure.
They were past that stage.
Hey, stop groping me, Bobby.
It's stupid. Just got caught in the door. You mind if I sign it? I guess so. Just don't write anything.
By the way, what happened to your sideburns? Oh, I got be mutton chopped. It's a terrible tragedy.
The driver, Sarah Brown, never expected anything to happen either. Never thought anything would mar
Yeah,
her
high school
safety.
kids can be pretty irresponsible.
After all, Sarah
Believe me,
knew
I've worked with high school
and their
kids.
families, and could almost
See how irresponsible he is with that horrible beard?
Why, she was even prepared for the snow, but not for what Mary Malone was doing.
Mary Malone was just gonna go nuts on the
Sarah
snow.
Brown, being safety conscious,
She's gonna play
always
chicken
makes
with the
sure
bus.
She stops where there's a clearing in the snow, so that students won't have to slip on snowbanks. To avoid potential trouble, Sarah Brown even
Oh,
drives
she's
more
in Madison
slowly when
County,
she
I
crosses
see.
the bridge, because she realizes the road surface on bridges ice up before the roads on either side of it, and can cause a skid.
Yep. Ronald McDonald Hare is the third one. Oh, did I say that?
Few could
I
guess
actually like
Sarah
gingers.
Brown
I have no
would
problem with gingers. But
Fewer
yes,
still
the third to
would have
die.
guessed today would have been any different from any other day. The snow,
A seemingly ordinary day.
the teenagers,
A day like any other.
with things she
Except
could handle.
in the death zone. Man, I'm glad I managed to avoid the death zone when I was in school. Death zone punch.
Sarah was as cautious as usual, even in the more congested areas, making every attempt to stop at either driveways.
Look how
that
congested it
cleared
is
of
there.
snow,
Yeah, it's a good thing
or to let them off near
she's being
sidewalks
careful.
that have been shoveled.
Traffic is
But
outrageous.
she can't. She stops the bus away from a snowbank and waits for the students to get over it, so that there is no chance they will slip under the bus.
And hopefully the horses won't slip under the bus either. Poor horses. Ooh, ghostly singing. Like a death toll for this kid.
Charlie, this is your stop.
Well, do I get to die today? I don't want to go in the death
Like all
zones.
good drivers, Sarah keeps track.
Whoa,
of
what is with the
everything
octagon
that goes on,
glasses in
and
the
never
70s?
starts up until she's sure they're out of the death zones. She even
Oh, I
double-checks
know.
to
Plows-
make sure
plows
that they
aren't an issue
cleared
at
the
all.
area before she drives away.
The snow is coming to kill you in the death zone. The
But for all
death
her
zone.
concern, the fun that you see starting here.
Oh, he looks just like some kid I knew. That is scary. Letters are
The
fun.
snow and the ice at this next stop will give Sarah Brown sleepless nights for the rest of her life.
Yeah, it really is a nice funeral dirge. Well, nice knowing ya. Guess I don't.
The boys in the bus have Mary's book. They plan to hand it out to her. Although she knows
Maybe Mary should have taken the
Mary
books with her when
climbs
she
the
got on the
snowbank
bus.
to get it. The driver, seeing the byplay, waits, anticipating something could happen. Mary wants to obey Sarah, but can't get her.
You know,
book
just
in
for
the
that
door.
hat, I
Maybe
almost
a
kind of think she has it
reminder with a
coming.
horn. At last, Mary has it and leaves the snowbank. Sarah Brown checks the mirror to be sure and starts up, never thinking Mary would come back.
She never left the snowbank. Well, bye, Mary. She's
The
gonna
local
haunt the bus
rescue
driver for
squad
the
works
rest of her
quickly to
days.
Get Mary out from under the wheels.
You could clearly see I was still on the
And now
snowbank.
They race against time to get her to a hospital, but their efforts will be in vain.
Man, this is like scared straight for school bus students.
Because Mary Malone forgot to think about what could happen on a snowbank.
Yep.
Mary Malone
Just do what the
need not think
bus
about
driver
the
says.
death
You're in
on
better
Saturday
shape.
night.
You're much safer.
Mary Malone will never again work at McDonald's or have to concern herself.
Whoa, I was kidding with the Ronald McDonald hair, but the working at McDonald's,
Somewhere on
man.
a country road in Vermont, life will be over for Mary Malone.
Yeah, this
Learn
short
for
makes
her sake.
riding the
Stay
school
off
bus look
snowbanks.
terrifying.
Be extremely careful whenever you get on or off a bus. Don't add your name to the list of those who have died in the death zones.
Or you
Obey
may come back
all of
with the
school
power
bus
to see
safety
people's
rules in
future.
Your area.
Wait, no, that's the dead zone. Again, I'm sorry. I always get those mixed up. Willow Mill. Well, I will be sure to avoid Willow Mill and their music for their... Whoa! And it just abruptly ends like that. Remember, kids, this is why you wear Kevlar on the school bus. Yes. I mean, that's more helpful for, bullets, but it might protect you from the school bus as well. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that riff. Man, I was a little rough around the edges on that one. Not my best improv riff. Gotta get back into the swing of things with that. But yeah, that was a good little short to start off our little Halloween themed month. I've got a couple of other shorts lined up for the future. I haven't picked a time when I'm going to stream them yet, but they are, if you watch Riff Tracks or you've watched FireRiffs in the past, there are a couple of Halloween safety shorts that they're from Centron Films, and they're basically, one's really a remake of another. Well, I'm glad you had fun, Tommy. Thank you. I have fun doing it, even when I kind of stumble over the riffs. It's still fun. But yeah, it's a couple of Halloween safety shorts. One's from the 70s, one's from the 80s. Basically, the 80s is kind of like a redo of the 70s one, kind of just updated a little bit. And they're both extremely riffable. And I also have one about a Halloween party. The video quality is a little low because it's got to be from the 40s. No, it's color, so I'm going to guess the 50s maybe. And it's a digitized film. And, there's some cuts and stuff in it, but I think it's still riffable. It's pretty short. That should be on the list. I should really look up that Halloween themed, not the Halloween, the Frankenstein thing. Let me see. I'm gonna look that up now so I can remember the name of it. Let's see. Yes, I know it's on YouTube. Let's see. Who was it that riffed that? I think it was Sugar Ray Dodge riffed that. I'll go to David Chadwick. Did he do it on his channel? Thought it was him. Let's see. I'll look at his channel. He's got to have. Oh man, he's got a lot of stuff on here. Was it him? Maybe it wasn't him. He does a lot of artwork, he's made kind of comic-y things. Okay, maybe it wasn't him. Oh, Jesse James Meets Frankenstein's Daughter. That's what it was called. Yes, that should be a good one. And like I said, I haven't watched it, so I gotta give it a watch through first. But yeah, if other people have riffed it, it's got to be riffable. So I can give that a go. I wish I could do something modern, but copyright infringement, all that legal mumbo jumbo. But anyways, thank you for coming to the stream. If you're watching this in archive, thank you for watching the archive. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you at the next. Well, I won't see you because I don't have a camera. If I could see you, and I'd be watching you through the camera on your computer, and that would be very, very unsettling. But I will be with you next time. My very distant uncle Jesse James met a relative of Frankenstein. Apparently so. Man, you're related to Jesse James? That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off now, and I will see you at the next riff. Hasta luego, everybody.